Hi, good morning, everybody. This is Thad. I'm getting this week's devotional ready, and something that's really hit me was witnessing at work. I know it's a lot harder to talk to people in our line of work, whether it's oil field or pipeline, or just a rough neck kind of job altogether. But one thing that's really stuck out to me was it mentions it somewhere in Matthew, I think, chapter 25, somewhere talking about doing what you're supposed to do where you're at in your job, not necessarily just stopping everything you're doing to provide for your family and just quit all that and go on mission, which is great. That's a great thing. But in 1 Corinthians, Paul's writing to the church of the Corinthians, and he's telling them, they were ready to just be wholeheartedly mission workers and do God's work, which is great. But he was also telling them that to be strong where they're at and witness everywhere they are and do everything they do to the glory of God. And I've got a couple of verses. I've got my Bible right here, and 1 Corinthians 7:17 says, "Each of you should continue to live in whatever situation the Lord has placed you, and remain as you were when God first called you." And then in 1 Corinthians 7:20 says, "Yes, each of you should remain as you were when God called you. Were you a slave? Don't let that worry you. But if you get a chance to be free, take it. And remember, if you were a slave when the Lord called you, you are now free in the Lord. And if you were free when the Lord called you, you are now a slave to Christ." And to me, what that means is, if you're working Worm's Corner and you're just so unhappy about it, use that to witness to people. Use that to let people see that God works through you. And you could relate that to anything. It doesn't matter where you're at in life. I heard somebody say one time, preach the gospel always, and if necessary, use words. And that's a hard thing to swallow when people start looking at your actions. If you can be accused of being a Christian, then you know you're doing the right thing. So just stay strong out there. I know our line of work is hard, and I know things are rough, but if you can just always remember that might help. I hope this helps, and I hope y'all have a good work week.